Hi, my name is Peg Luke, and I'm here with Yaya Diamond to discuss all things musical. So thrilled that you are here.
Yeah! Hey! Hey! Yeah! Yeah, yeah, diamonds, dream chasers, we won't wait. Subscribe today before it's too late. Inspiration flowing just like the breeze. Chase your dreams and feel at ease.
Be good. Be very good.
Okay. I'm putting on my glasses to make me look like I'm being good.
Well,
All
you're
right.
the doctor here. You're the
Hey,
doctor.
I'm the no. Shh.
It says doctor.
Shh. Shh. Don't tell nobody. My name is Yaya Diamond. I recently, well, not recently, it's been a couple of years since I did get my doctorate degree in business, music business, and entrepreneurship. And I'm very excited because it was an honorary, and I also got my Lifetime Achievement Award from President Biden, which was an amazing year for me. It was one of those years where it was like up, and then all of a sudden when I got back, my mom told me she had cancer and she passed away. So it
Wow.
was one of those. But I'm very excited because I have made a way for people to actually be inspiring to other people. That's right. People that are on my show are inspiring you to go after your dreams and your goals because life is short and we don't know when it's going to end. And man, forget it, man. Just do your thing. And we got Peg Luke on the show today. I'm just so excited to have her here. I'm going to take these daggone glasses off, okay? Because I'm not that smart. I'm just going to take these off. I don't look like Peg, okay? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, okay? Hi, Peg.
Hi, Yaya. Great to be here.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you
you,
for
thank
having
you.
me.
Oh, anytime. Peg, let me tell you something, girlfriend. When I saw this, I was like, you gotta be kidding me, okay? Emmy and Grammy nominated multi-instrumentalist. Let me tell you something. Everybody tells me, oh yeah, you should put down that you was on Grammy, you were Grammy nominated. I'm not Grammy nominated, I'm Grammy ballot nominated, okay? That's a little different. I got on the ballot. You know how hard it
Me
is to be
too.
on the ballot?
Yeah.
When you don't know no one? When you know somebody is, y'all, can you put me on the ballot? Yeah, I got you. When you don't know nobody and you get on the ballot, that's amazing. Thousands of people are on the ballot.
Yeah.
It's really, really hard. And so Grammy nominated, Emmy nominated me. You were the top four. Girl, I have to ask you, how did that feel? How did it feel?
Well, I must tell you that I was on the long list several times. So I
Mm,
haven't been on the short list yet, but
I hear you. I hear
but
I hear
the,
you.
the thing is, considering my condition and who I am and what I go through, it's a miracle. It is
Yeah,
a miracle. I
it
mean,
is.
really, truly.
It is. You know, a lot of people they live for this. I don't know if I do anymore. When I was young, I was like, "Oh, I gotta be on the Grammys." Now, the Grammys is just another award and another
Yeah.
trophy that collects dust on my shelf.
It doesn't mean anything. I mean,
You
it
know?
does. I probably shouldn't say this. It's a recognition by the industry,
Right.
by the industry.
Mhm. That's it.
But as far as the soul and the
Mhm.
heart and what goes on in here,
Exactly.
there's more important things.
Yeah.
It might
Yeah.
lead to touching more people. You might get more notoriety. You may get more views. But I always figure the people that need to be touched find me and I
Yeah.
find them. So,
Mhm.
you know, honestly, at this stage of my life, I'm 66 years old now with this rare autoimmune disease, where I never know what I'm going to feel like, where I'm going to be the next day, how long my life is going to go for. For me, it's being helpful,
Mhm.
healing
Mhm.
to people that need to hear what I have to say. That's what
Yeah.
it's about.
Yeah.
I mean, I just did another interview for a Denver magazine because I live near Denver, Colorado, and it said, "Well, what are you most proud of?" what are your greatest achievements? And it's like, my greatest achievements are the little things in life. Yeah, I thank you for the nods. Thank you for the Emmy and the Grammy nods. Thank you for that. I've had other awards as well. Thank you for that. But it's about the little things. It's about
Yeah.
helping people. It's about healing people. It's about
Yeah.
people know that they're seen. I mean, in this day and age, we're all craving to be seen.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah,
we
it
are.
is. It is crazy, isn't it? It is
Yeah.
crazy. You know, I think, Peg, can you go back with me a little bit?
Okay.
Okay. When I was a little girl, back in 72 to 78, I would say.
Okay.
I'm not that old. I'm Generation X. Okay. So we don't
Okay.
care. We don't care. We're gonna just tell you, all right?
I'm booming the drum. I'm a baby.
Awesome. Awesome. So, you know, it's like, okay, I used to sit on the porch and there would be multiple people that had access to my behind. If I if I did bad, it wasn't just one beating. It was, oh, come here, young lady. I heard that you did bad in school.
Yeah.
Blah, blah.
Yeah.
Get your butt home.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have like 3 beatings before I even got the main beating from my
Oh
house, you
no.
know? And you know, the biggest thing I thought was, you know, you would be able to sit down underneath the people who have done it before. It was not only a beating, but it was also lectures, it was also stories,
Yeah.
it was also the things that the mentorship, you had people that you could go to that would sit down with you and discuss career options and discuss these things and talk about your problems and everything. And I know that it wouldn't be your parents per se, but it would be the honorary auntie of the neighborhood, you know?
Yeah.
We didn't have internet and all that stuff. Yeah, I got kicked out the house at around 9 o'clock in the morning and I wasn't allowed back, you know? But we had like bicycles and jump rope and roller skates and we had each other and we had the grandmothers of the neighborhood that took us in. We would all go over there and eat and talk. We don't have that anymore.
It's changed.
Yeah, it has changed. I think that
And yet,
that is the starvation we're facing today. What do you say?
absolutely, I agree totally, Yaya. It's like it's changed, but it hasn't changed.
Mhm.
I mean, our soul hasn't changed. We
Yeah.
as people haven't changed. We may think our generations have changed so much and they do so many different things and they think so much differently and we're so much different than one another, and we're really not.
Yeah.
Really all the same. We all want love. We all want respect. We all want to be seen. We all want to be listened to.
Mhm.
We all want to tell our story.
Yeah.
Um, and sometimes we just need to be prayed for.
Yeah.
We all
Yeah.
need that loving kindness. And, you know, wasn't that something about the older generation? They knew what it was like to be in a war. They knew
Yeah.
what it was like to face grim circumstances. They knew what it was like um, to not have everything go our way, not to have all the answers. Um,
Exactly.
Today, it's like, oh, give me the answer.
Mhm.
Okay, let's go. And
Yeah.
AI hasn't helped that at all. So
No.
I must say, it's a different world, but
Mhm.
we're all the same.
Yeah, and you know that's why I started this station because here we can get the people and the stories. You can sit down and you can listen to the stories and see, oh, look at what he did, look at what she did. It's not so much about you or me or being personable. It's more like, hey, I just need the story. Can you do it? That's why I started this podcast and
Yeah.
that's how I got out of the depression. And I do believe that we are missing those block parties. Remember the block parties?
Yeah.
Everybody would close the street down and be like, okay, we didn't have to have permits back in the day. We just closed the street down. It was like you know, everybody's got such and such, Mr. Brown, he's barbecuing down the street. You want some food? You go down there, you take your food there,
Oh,
you know. I
oh,
mean, I miss that.
and neighbors, you could drop in at neighbors. You could drop in on neighbors. I
And the
mean,
music. And the music. It was like the house parties, the block parties. The music was the center of everything. The food and the music. It was beautiful. Now I go outside, there's no one there.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no kids going up and down the street. There's no people getting
Well,
together. There's no barbecues.
and you know what I've noticed too is the kids are so serious.
Oh my
It's like
God.
they're really, really, really serious. Like,
They
oh,
are. I can't even
God,
laugh with these kids. What's wrong with them?
it's gotta succeed, gotta do this, gotta do that. No, no. You have
Mm-mm.
to just be who you are. Follow your heart,
Yeah.
relax, be quiet sometimes, be still.
Mhm.
You know, even with my stepkids, I notice a big difference. Like, oh, we
Yeah.
have to do this and then we have to do this. And to be important, we have to be busy. We have to be busy to be important. Well, no, you don't. You don't
No.
have to be busy to be important. No, you don't. And you
No.
know what's important? It's what's beyond this life.
Yes.
And until you start cultivating what that is, what
Yeah.
your soul is, when you start cultivating that soul and start really looking outside of what we see
Mm-hmm.
and start looking into what we don't see. What we
Yeah.
don't see is, I mean, the older I get, the more I realize what we don't see is more important than what we do see.
What we see. Yeah.
And
Definitely.
so, really getting involved. I mean, I do meditations now, and when I don't do my meditations daily, I feel like a void is in my life.
Mm.
So there's something about really getting involved with. I I read this wonderful article just lately about angels and how our angels are with us. And this article expressed that we have one big guardian angel. Well, to me, I think we have more than one angel. I think we have several angels around us. And the more in trouble we are, or the more in need we are, the more the angels come.
Oh
No,
gosh, Craig, we are in so much trouble.
yeah. No, I mean it. So the beauty of this is that we're being loved and we're being cared for
Yeah.
before we even know it. So stop trying to be, you know, the most important person or have the greatest of this or the greatest of that.
Yeah.
Start being knowing that you're loved and putting that love out to other people that need to hear the message, because we all need to hear the message that
Yeah.
we're loved. And we hear it all the time. Oh, you are loved, you are loved, you are loved. And it goes out one ear and comes out the other. But until we realize that there really is this incredible, and
Mhm.
I choose to call this incredible power my God, our God,
Mhm.
that has a greater love for us than anything else that you would
Yeah.
ever know. I mean,
Mhm.
anything.
Mhm.
Then we start to really truly appreciate the minutes, the seconds, you know.
Mhm.
With
Yeah.
my disease that I've had, when I get really sick, sometimes I'm just like, Lord, just help me through this next minute. Just help
Yeah.
me through the next, help me breathe, help me get through the pain, help me just realize that it's going to be okay and I'm going to get through this. I am going
Mhm.
to get through this, and I'm going to get through it with you, God. I'm going to get through it with my angels. I'm going to get through it. You know,
Yeah.
it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And we need to
Mhm.
tell each other, it's going to be okay. In the long run, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
You know, love
Yeah.
yourself, love your neighbor. It's going to be okay.
It's gonna be okay. You know, there is and I know we're kind of getting off on this, but I
Yeah.
think health has a lot to do with your performance. It has a lot to do with a lot of things that you could do that you can't do anymore. You know, and as you get older, there is a shift. I would say a shift maybe
Yeah.
where you understand that okay, I can't do this, but maybe because I can't do this, it doesn't mean I can't influence. I can't be an influence. I have to mentor. This is a switch for a lot of people that they're just not used to doing. So you have the autoimmune diagnosis, right? It's
Right.
impacted your life. It's impacted your music, your adaptability, and everything that you had before, you don't have now. It's like some people would like, oh, I would just completely die, they would just, but you didn't. Tell me how this is affected, and how have you shifted your perspective and your mentorship and your ability to be seen?
Well, it wasn't like I chose this. This
Of course.
autoimmune disease is rare. Nobody knows anything about it. We don't know how you get it. There's no cure. We don't know where it's going to take me. I don't know how to make myself feel better. There are some general rules that I try to follow, but it stopped the whole social thing
Mm,
of my music. So I had to make a decision. It was like, okay, either you're going to sink
yeah.
or you're going to get out and going to start swimming.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you swim? Well, who's going to help you swim? Well, I can't help myself swim, so I've got to go to God and ask him for help. How are you going to help me? I need help. I need help. And so what I did is I started reaching out, and I started reaching out to people I didn't know. That's super important because it's really hard to reach out to people you don't know because
Yeah.
you're putting yourself out there. So what I did is I put myself out there, and I keep putting myself out there, hence this podcast today.
Mm-hmm.
But through putting yourself out there is when the real magic begins, because then you start to realize there's so much more. You know, before, when I was performing, going out and performing at all these different halls all over the world, even with that, I had myself in a box.
Mm,
With what's happened in the last 6 years, 7 years, I've gone outside of the box. There is no box.
yeah.
There's no one saying, okay, you have this horrible autoimmune disease. This is what you do next. And now this is what you do next. No, there's no rules. There's no directions. Even,
Mm,
you know, God is leading. God is
yeah.
doing the leading. So, um, yeah, it's really scary. I mean,
Mm,
really scary. But at the same time, it's really empowering because I've become so much more of a person, so much more of an artist, so much more of, I know my voice now.
mm-hmm.
Not that I didn't before, but before I always had mentors, teachers that were always like, okay, this is how you play this. This is how you do this. This is how you do a program. This is how you make an audience enjoy what you're doing. This is, I don't have that anymore. This is God leading me. This is the angels leading me. So this is all divine right now. This is all
Wow.
divine. And the people that have come forth, like my management, like my producers, like just composing, arranging, that is all something not planned. There
Right.
is no plan. There's no plan in action. There's nothing like, okay, I have to do this. Okay, I have to get 50,000 followers next year. Or no, it's I have to follow God's will for
Yeah.
what He wants me to do in my life. The life that I have left.
Yeah.
This is what I have to do. And I think you hear this a lot from people. I was just listening to a gentleman that had passed over that was in a body bag, and they'd pronounced him dead. And he was up above watching and looking down, and he went to this greater dimension, and this greater dimension of love everywhere, love all around, love, more love. And he realized it was his brother saying a prayer for him, and he said, Amen. And he came back to life. And he had this huge story to say. And I've heard this from so many people that have passed over. I mean, I have a lot of interest in the unseen, in the invisible.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's super, super, super important. And this, I think my career, my music has kind of taken on that dimension.
Wow. Wow. And you know, you've hit so many different spots. I think the last thing that you said about the gentleman waking up in a body bag, my mom woke up in a body bag and she scared the crap out of everybody. She told me the story of how, and I have it on film, but I don't want to show it because it was in her last days and she had cancer.
Yeah,
She didn't really
right.
look so good.
You're
And
right.
I don't want people to see that
Sure,
part of her.
sure.
I might do an audio version of that, but she said she woke up in a body bag. And they thought she was dead. She said she went up and she saw everyone from this life and from before that or something, that people that she knew, but not in this particular time. And they were all like, well, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here till you're 70. And my mom's like, 70? I'm not nowhere near 70. And then she was like, yeah, you're not supposed to be here. She says, well, I don't want to go back. And they were like, well, what about your daughter? What about, and she's like, oh, she'll be fine. She's like disowning me. I'm like, Mom, you disown me? She said, yeah, in a heartbeat. I did. I didn't want to even come back. She said, yeah, they were like, well, what about your daughter? I don't know. She's got plenty of family. She'll be fine. I was
Me
like,
too.
okay, thank you. They
Me
said,
too.
you're not supposed to be here till you're 70. And then they pushed her and she fell back into her body. When I turned 14, she began to tell me that I only had her till 70. She passed away July, 1 month before turning 71 in
There you go.
2024. She knew. And I was like, yeah, right. Yeah, right. She was 70 when she passed.
She
She
was
was
open.
70. Oh,
She
yeah.
was open. She was open to everything.
Oh, she was in her 20s when this happened. So she knew for a long time. And she
Wow.
said that's why it was an urgency for her to go after her goals. Once she came back, she knew she only had 50 some odd years before she passed away. She said in those 50 years, she said she lived more than one lifetime. And that's why she went for her goals as much as she did and as hard as she did, because she knew she had a finite, she knew when she was leaving. It wasn't
Yeah.
like as if she didn't know.
Yeah.
um it was amazing to me for her prediction to come true, I would say, for her to know that she was leaving. So I do believe that when we leave here, we do have a place that we do go.
Oh, yeah.
Can I tell you definitively? No, I cannot.
No.
But as you're here, you know that you do have a finite time being here, and to be here and to do what you do is amazing because you do have your classical music. I want to get back to it because we're talking about your music, and I know I can get into this, and I don't want to. But you have done so many different. Okay, so now that your life is different, now that you're doing something different, how do you balance your ups and downs with your performance and your composing? Because I know you're a flautist and all that stuff. Tell me what you're doing now.
I don't balance it. Like I
You don't?
said, I don't balance. It comes from the greater I am. It's
I
like,
love that.
okay, this is what you should do now. This is what you should do now. This is what you should.
Hmm.
I'm just kind of following along with what the lead is.
I love
So, and
that.
I don't know where it all comes from, but like I said, I think it is divinely inspired.
Hmm.
So, to balance, I don't sit there and go, well, now I need to balance this. I need to do. It's kind of the heart and the soul saying, this is what I need to do. This is where I
Hmm.
need to go. And I want to let you know that I have actually left my body in a
Mm.
yoga, not yoga class, relaxation Alexander technique class in college. I
Hmm.
was sitting there and trying to lower my heartbeat, and I've already got a low heartbeat to begin with. And it was low enough that I went up and I saw myself, and all my pain was gone. And I have really bad eyes, and I could see really clearly. And that in itself gave me a lot of
Wow.
um, what would you say? Affirmation,
Clarity,
affirmation that
affirmation, clarity.
something
Yeah.
that something
Understanding.
beyond this body and
Exactly.
this here and now exists.
You
It was,
know, oh my gosh.
that wasn't back in college. That was in my 20s too.
Wow. You know, when, and I don't want to get into this too much, like I said, but like when you understand that this is not it,
Yeah.
then this becomes, well, let me see what I can do here.
Yeah, it kind of becomes my playground.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to music. It's like, oh, let's try this.
Just go
Oh,
ahead,
let's do
do it.
this.
Yeah.
Oh, let's do this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Really cool.
Definitely.
It's
Mm-hmm.
really
Definitely.
it's really cool. I feel so grateful and so blessed in so many ways that I'm able to do what I do today, because I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to do it. So I just do it as long as I can do it. And then, like, I'm like, if one day I start singing and I'm like, oh boy, that's really, really bad. Really, that sounds really bad. Or I can't get up to pitch, or I'm just like, okay, time to stop.
Yeah.
I'll do this for myself and just for the fun and for the dog and for my
I got
husband.
you.
But
I love
gosh,
my dog.
when it's done, baby. It's done.
I hear you.
So as long as I can still do it, I'm still doing it.
That's it. That's it. And I love that. I love that. So you have collaborated with Grammy-winning producer Neal, Merrick, Blackwood, and Lucas Sater in that Christmas album that you have. What
Yeah.
was that like?
It's great. Neal heard about me and wanted to do a flute project with me. And then
Mm-hmm.
my parents died right at the
Mm.
same time. And I was grieving really bad. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't have any music that I can really grieve to. And my parents really loved the Psalms. And I said, why don't I write a Psalm project? And Neal was kind of like, well, okay. That wasn't his main goal, but he went with me. And
Mm-hmm.
so it took me 6 months to kind of compose this Psalm project and put it out and called it Psalm Space.
Mm.
And it really turned out great. We did recording in Ocean Way in Nashville, and it really became quite the project, legacy project,
Nice.
and more focused on my parents. And then after that, then I started doing more commercial Christian, along with still doing some classical stuff. And so, yeah, I kind of just hop all over the place. I hop from here to there. So
Why stay in the
I still have
same thing? I mean,
you.
you just do what you do.
Yeah,
Hello. Yeah, I
yeah,
love that. I love that. And I have adapted. I know I'm younger, but I have adapted the I'm gonna do what I want to do kind of attitude. Like, yeah, that's it.
you better
And
do it because no one else is going to do it for you.
that's right. And the thing is you don't know. I mean, babies are dying. They're born and they're dying.
Right,
And you just don't know how long you have. You don't know if it's
right.
1 year or 57 or
That's right.
72 or 98. My
That's right.
grandmother died at 101. My
Both my
great
both my
grandmother at 104. You just don't know.
You don't know. I know. Both my grandmothers were 99, and then both my grandpas were gone before I was even around.
See, you just
Yeah, you
don't
never
know.
know.
You
You
just
never
don't. So you might as
know.
well just do it. Just do
You
it.
might
Just
as
do
well
it.
do it. You got it, Yaya.
Just do it.
And
Just
you are
do it.
doing it. And
Oh
so,
yeah. Oh yeah. I hope that people feel your optimism and your positivity. Um, how difficult is it to remain positive and optimistic with everything that's going on in your life?
it can be very challenging. I mean, I can tell you right now that not every moment of my life is go get them, yay, woo, woo. No, it's usually sometimes it can be, gosh, I hurt so bad I can't do anything. I hate
Mm,
this disease. I hate my life. I've cried. I've been really upset. I mean, ask my husband, ask my sister, who I talk to a lot, ask God. Yeah, there have been a lot of times, and there still are a lot of times where I figure, if I didn't have this disease, what would I be doing? Well,
yeah.
I would be doing this, but where would my soul be at? Hey, it wouldn't
Yeah.
be this far advanced. I'll let you know right now. So it's a trade-off. It's kind of
Hmm.
like, with the disease comes wisdom.
Yeah.
And then, when I'm feeling really good, I tend to stop praying. I tend to stop thinking I need something more in my life.
Hmm.
But this humbles me. This disease humbles me. So, the moment that I start thinking that I'm pretty cool, oh, you're pretty cool, you're doing all this stuff, then I start realizing, no, I'm human. I'm just
Yeah.
like you. I'm just like you. You're just like me.
That's
No one's
right.
higher than the other. we're just trying to make it through this life, the
Yeah.
best we can.
Yeah. It's amazing to see it and to understand it. But in this lifetime, it's good to experience like really cool moments. So
Oh,
you have experienced some really cool moments in your life. Hey, Carnegie Hall. Okay.
11 times.
Cadogan Hall. I mean, tell me about these moments. I kind of know what it's like because I was with my mom at a lot of different points in her life
Mhm.
where she was in stadiums, like
Sure,
Wembley,
sure,
and it was full because it was not just her, but it was a lot of different artists on the ticket. What
sure.
is it like to be the artist? Because I was never really the artist. I was just the daughter.
Well, yeah, I did 11 times at Carnegie Hall. So
Listen to that.
I
What?
had,
11 times? Come on,
yeah,
stop it. That is so cool.
before the disease struck me. Yeah, you know, well, being very cosmic, being backstage, I would really feel all the legends back there, uh, kind of egging me on, saying, "You can do this. We are here. We've been here." So I never felt alone at Carnegie. I
Mm.
always felt the legacy
Mhm.
of the venue right there with me. I felt all the spirits there. And then you go out, and then you have this amazing audience, and an audience that is just ready to party
Mhm.
and very enthusiastic. My last performance there, I was the only act in the hall,
Mm.
and they had people standing around the edge of the building. I mean, the line went around. They had to turn people away to come in to see me. And
Wow.
I never thought that that would ever happen in my life.
Mm.
And it happened, and it happened more than once. And you feed off the people's vibe. They feed off of your vibe.
Mhm.
Um, I've had a lot of souls in the room. I mean, that's one thing that I feel. I feel souls a lot of times when I'm in um, places. Like I can go in places and I can feel the energy. I guess energy is a better word for it. I can feel
Yeah.
the and I can feel the energy of people that are hurting, or I can feel the energy of people that are really happy and are really hoping to lighten their life. So I can feel that.
Mhm.
So I've done a lot of reading about how to protect myself with white light when I go on stage,
Mhm.
because sometimes you can grab people's negative energy and it can affect your performance.
Oh, yeah.
So what I've worked on
Yes.
really hard when I was performing live was working on protecting myself with white light. So having that protection made me be able to be who I was on stage. And
Mhm.
it I think it made for a better performance overall. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean the times at Carnegie were always amazing. But I always felt the legacy spirits, the legacy souls that had been on stage before me there with me. So it was really a cool. I love Carnegie. I love Carnegie
Mhm.
Hall. I love New York City. Always have, always will. Thank
Wonderful.
you, New York. Thank you, New
Yeah.
York. I had I had a lot of very interesting cab rides. I had a lot of interesting limo rides. It's funny. I would always fly into LaGuardia, and the first time I decided I'm gonna just take a limo to the hotel,
Mhm.
and I would always stay at the Warwick, and I got this limo driver, and I also shared a ride with a guy that was going to be on CNN later that day. I forgot the guy's name, but anyway, so we went on the limo ride together. Well, I went back to Carnegie Hall 3 years later. I was going through LaGuardia, and I was looking for a limo driver who would show up with the same limo driver from 3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I've had um, taxi drivers that belong to 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 the Russian mob. I've
Oh,
had,
what?
I've had times trying to get out of New York City when the New York Marathon was going on, and we found the only taxi driver in town that could take us out of there. Oh yeah, I've had have lots of stories.
Oh
But
my God.
New York's been good to me.
That is amazing. That is amazing. Wow. Wow. Just the stories that you can tell. I mean, are you gonna write a book one day?
I'd love to. What do you think
Please,
I should
babe,
write it on,
please.
Yaya?
Please, I think you should write it on your life. A lot of people get inspired by your life, like you being able to come out of your body and seeing that this is not just the only realm that we're going to be able to live in, that we are just energy, and this body can only hold so much mitochondria where then it just dies because it can't just circulate anymore. I was studying on mitochondria, by the way. That's an
Oh,
interesting subject, okay? Just to let you know. I mean, I was
okay.
like, wait a minute. I mean, but it's like once the energy sub how would I say, once the energy surpasses the capability of the body, then we move out of the body, but we don't move to a dead space. We're
Absolutely
not
not. No,
dead.
it's
We're
more
still
alive than ever.
alive. But
It's
like
more
you
alive.
said,
It's
I'm
much
sorry.
more alive than being here.
Exactly. And that's what I was saying. Like you said, there is the energy that you can feel. It does change you because I've been
Well,
changed by audiences before and
yeah,
mad. And why am I mad? you
yeah.
know,
Well,
what is this?
well, um, you're limited here on Earth.
Yeah.
You're not limited when you go up.
I'm a superwoman when I leave. I can
Yeah.
fly. Don't tell me I can't. I know I can
You
fly.
will fly.
I
You
can
will fly.
fly. I love superhero movies. If you put me in a plane and we take off, the next thing you'll see is me looking out the window going. And my husband's like, why every time you know that you could die on a plane? I'm like, okay. He's like, I said, if that's the way I'm gonna go, I told him, I said, he's scared of being on the plane. And I
Yeah.
said, look, if you are gonna die in a plane crash, you're either gonna be on it or under it, but you're gonna die in a plane crash. It doesn't matter where you
Yeah.
are. So you might as well live life,
Yeah.
live your life, man.
Right.
And
That's
it's
right.
like, man, I tell you, I absolutely know that I can fly and I feel it. And I in some kind of a way, I
You will.
think musicians are very special where we can feel things that most people can't feel.
It's
And
a soul.
that's why we can do the music and guide people and
It's
help people come out of, and be the soundtrack to life. It's beautiful.
that's why there's so much craving for music.
Yeah,
That's why music will never die.
never.
That's why AI can never outrun us, baby. Ever.
But
Ever.
ever,
There,
ever.
AI is not going to win.
No, no. There is a limit to AI, but there is no limit to our creativity as a human species. Yeah,
There's no
yeah.
limit to it.
Exactly. Exactly. Wow, wow. You gotta write a book.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
You gotta write a book.
You
You
can
gotta
be my
write a book. I'm so sorry. You have to know. I'm not sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry that I am sorry. I'm not gonna tell you I'm sorry. I'm saying write a book. Okay?
Okay, you come
Write a
on
book.
stage, yeah, yeah.
Because your stories, your experiences, your the mafia. I mean, come on. Come on. Come on. We need to know
Okay,
these things. I want
we're
to know about I want to know. I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
okay, sounds good.
It does. It does. So tell me, what's coming up? Any new projects, directions that your fans can expect? Because you got fans. Hello. You can still feel Carnegie Hall, baby. It may not be Carnegie Hall. It may be the internet, but I mean, you got fans. Tell me what's
Okay.
going on.
Some re-releases right now of stuff that I did earlier that never really got its day. So I'm re-releasing some old stuff. It's really, really cool stuff.
Hmm.
And then yeah, I'd like to write some tunes on just feelings. I'd like to write a song about God. I hope you heal. Jesus, I hope you heal us, man.
Hmm.
Hope you forgive us, Jesus. Hope you forgive us. Something kind of low down and getting down into the depths of ugliness and bringing it back up to something really cool. I have some jazz Bach that I'd like to rework for flute,
Ooh.
which would be really cool. Bringing in maybe a rap vibe into it, something
What?
completely different.
Who's
Yeah.
gonna rap?
I don't know. You want to rap? Can
I
you
ain't
rap?
rapping. Then ain't gonna be me.
Maybe you
You
know
don't want
somebody
me to.
to rap for me.
I can sing, can't rap. Nope.
Yeah, I'll wait to hear it. So yeah, I mean, I'm not quitting yet. So
I hear you.
God hasn't said he's done with me yet. So I'm still
Well,
here.
the moment that you go flat or sharp, let me know, and then that'll be over. Then we'll be
Then I'll write
expecting
my
your book.
book.
Then you'll
Then I'll
write your
write my
book.
book.
That's what I
Then
just
I'll
said.
sing while I'm writing. Oh,
Ooh.
Lord have mercy.
Oh my gosh, Peg, you are a trip, girl. You got to write a book. You definitely got. I would be laughing throughout that book. I think the biggest thing that I love about musicians is the fact that we understand people, but we're not people.
Yeah,
Isn't
I'm
that
with
weird?
that.
Like I understand people, but I'd rather be in a place where I'm not around people,
Yeah,
and it's weird.
that's me too.
Yeah.
That's
Wow,
me
it is
too.
weird. It is weird,
Yeah.
but I get it. I get it.
Oh yeah, there's something. Yeah, I have to be alone. So I
Mhm.
crave being alone sometimes.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
too. I do too. I
And
had
being
someone.
quiet. I mean, my husband is one of these people that really likes to listen to music, and I'm like, can't listen to music, no way.
Oh.
And I just talked to somebody else several years ago that who did they play with? They weren't with Earth, Wind, and Fire. They were with somebody. They were with some big group,
Mhm.
and he said to me, he's like, "Oh, you know, when I get off stage, he goes, the last thing I want to listen to is music." I'm
Music.
like, "I got you. I'm right there with you."
Mhm.
Yeah, I can't, because
I can't
a
either.
creative spirit, I have to hear stuff like sometimes at night I will just sit there and this tune will come up and I'll be like, okay, I got you, God. I'm supposed to write this tune. And then a couple nights later, the tune comes up again, the same tune. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I got you. I'm supposed to put this down. I'm okay. I'll do that. Okay, okay. So
Yeah.
that's my usually if the melody or the tune or the idea of the tune comes up more than once, I'm like, okay, I got to write it down. Okay, this is okay.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like so that's why I crave sometimes and sometimes when I'm really sick, I can't I can't endure sound. I can't endure sound at all. So it's like, yeah, I have to
Yeah.
be quiet sometimes.
Yeah. I feel you. I tell my husband the same thing, darling. Listen, please turn that off. He's like, "Well, you're a musician. You sing." Yeah, I don't want to hear it. Especially if I'm writing. If I'm writing, I don't want to be
That's right.
influenced.
Same
I
with
don't want
me.
to be influenced because what's going to happen is I know me. I'm going to have this song stuck in my head for the next 5 days on repeat. I'm going to wake up with that song in my head. And then the one song I need to be hearing, my original, is not going to be able to get through to me. And the only way that I really follow through and record a song is if I've heard it in my mind all day and then
Over and over.
it reappears either the next day or a few days later it pops back, then I know that's it.
You know,
That's it.
the my last Grammy long list tune last year was Smiling Through the Pain, and I wrote it as an homage to my disease. And then the LA wildfires started happening, and so then
Mm.
I started changing the lyrics. And then when it was released, the Trump administration took over, and then it had a whole different meaning. And so the song became much bigger than what I had intended it to be. And now I
Mm.
think it's really cool because when I tell people about the tune, they're like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
wow, that's amazing.
Oh yeah. Well, people can go to your website and get your
Yeah,
music. I have it right there. You're on Spotify. Look, you're on
yeah.
Spotify and you're on SoundCloud. And you
YouTube,
also YouTube because you have a
YouTube.
lot of stuff. Look at that. Official
I
lyric
mean,
videos.
I became a YouTube partner this year.
Oh, you
Woohoo!
go, girl. What you
So,
talking about?
yeah,
Hey!
over 1.5 million views in it in the last year, and I don't go out. Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't
I
have
don't
to go
go
out.
out. I don't go out and perform. I don't. So it's possible to do this.
Yeah, it
So for
is.
all
It
the
is.
people that are thinking, I don't have the money to go
Well,
tour,
I
well,
have to
you can
kind of
go do it.
I have to challenge you. You do have a YouTube channel, and you know you can go live on your YouTube at
Right.
scheduled times and talk to your fans and tell people about yourself and what's going on.
I will.
I
Thank you.
definitely would want to do that with you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. And I
Thank you
would
for that.
definitely advertise that for you. If you ever do that, just let me
Okay.
know and I'll advertise it with you because I think it's amazing. I think that you have an autoimmune disease. My
Right.
sister had one and she passed away. But it's like, of course, not everybody can go out and perform, but it doesn't mean you can't enjoy the music. And I think that's what's going on. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Yaya. I just love being here, and I just love being able to talk with you. Man, I went a lot deeper into this podcast than what I ever expected. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Thank you for the skies to clear up. I know we had really bad storms last night. You
Oh
had
my
bad
gosh.
storms the day before.
Yeah.
So somehow we were supposed to redo this because I was kind of like, well, where's Yaya?
I
And then
know.
here you are.
Yaya was in my backyard.
Here
Get
you
out of
are.
there. And then the lightning was like, boom. I was like,
Yeah.
it was
And
crazy.
I listened to your mom's stuff before we went on, and she's just beautiful. What a
Thank
beautiful
you.
soul. What
Yeah,
a
those are hers.
beautiful soul.
That
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
one and that one is hers. And I just got this fixed. This was her favorite piece. I just got
Well,
that fixed. And so there's a
she is
few
really
pieces in
cool.
here. Yep. And then this one, that was her Boston Record Pool Ninth National Dance Music Award in 1984.
Wow.
This one here. Yep.
Wow.
And then this one was worldwide 500,000 copies. That's another 500,000 and that's a million.
Wow. It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. It was great. And I was there. I was
That's
there.
that's the best part.
Yeah.
Because that lives with you.
It does. I
You
remember when I
you
remember
take
when it was go ahead.
you take on her legacy.
Yeah. I love it. I remember when High Energy came on the radio and she screamed so loud I thought she was dying. I was like, "Mom, what's going on?" I think I was 11 years old. And my mom started screaming. Ah! I was like, "What's going on?" She goes, "My song's on the radio." Ah! So
That's great.
she was big overseas, but this was when it hit United States, and it
Yeah.
was just a very big thing and a very big deal for her. And like I said, she knew she was out at 70, and this was a big deal for her.
Well, and for me too, about my career, it's really important that I've had people that have believed in me and
Hmm.
that have seen me in a much bigger light than what I see myself. Like
Yeah,
they go worldwide with me. They don't
yeah.
go like, oh, well, you're in the United States and we'll do United States. They're like, no, we're going worldwide with you. We're
There you
going
go.
worldwide. And you know what? That changed your whole perspective on
It
everything that
does.
you do.
It
So
does. Well, I
it's
do
great to
still
be
hope.
here.
Oh, and it was great to have you. Definitely. I do believe that your music will continue. You know what I mean? Even your spirit of your music will continue even after you have moved on to the next realm. It is amazing to talk this way because most people say after you die, you don't die. And
No,
it's been proven
that's right.
scientifically that energy passes through
That's right.
and it continues to move after death. They have charted it. They have
Yes.
tracked it. They have proven it scientifically that the energy, and they have monitored dying bodies, I would say, bodies that can't be inhabited by the energy anymore. And the energy actually passes away through and then it goes. So they have tracked that energy in the room
Oh,
when it leaves. It's an
that's
amazing thing for science to prove that this is not the end.
right. Oh,
It's only the
absolutely not.
beginning.
Absolutely not. And you
Only
know
the beginning.
who teaches us about it? Like present day?
Go
Our
ahead.
our
Yeah.
animals.
Mm.
Watch
Yeah.
animals, because animals, I think, are always communicating with
Hmm.
spirit. Always
Oh
energy.
yeah.
They're always communicating with them.
They can see what we can't.
Right.
They can
Absolutely.
see what we can't. Wow. Well, Peg, thank you so much for being on the show. I know that your website is Peg Luke. I'm going to put that website up there so you guys can see that. Look at that, all of that beautiful music. Look at this. Look at this. This is gorgeous. And she's got new music coming out, hopefully. Right? Am I right?
Hopefully, yeah.
Yes,
Just stay
definitely.
tuned.
All right. And so I want to thank you, Peg, so much for being on the show and for bringing your beautiful, beautiful spirit on this show. You have graced us definitely. And many, many more years in great health.
Thank you. You might be seeing me again.
I hope so. I hope so. I can't wait. I hope so. Because if you got, okay, so if you come back on the show, you're going to have to tell us about that Russian guy. What is it? The Russian mob guy in the cab? Okay. Yeah, no. You
No, take
cannot
my
come back on the
Robert.
show. You are banned. Banned from this show unless you promise to tell us about the Russian guy, the Russian mob guy. Is that the Russian mob guy?
Yeah.
Okay, no, no,
Okay,
no,
sounds
Peg,
good.
no, you got to come back and tell us about this guy. If you promise me
All
that
right,
you will,
Dr.
then
Yaya.
you can come back.
All right. Thanks a lot for now. Be safe. Be
All right,
happy.
you too. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to dare to be different, but most of all, don't forget to go to www.pegluke.com and check out all the music. Subscribe to her Spotify channel and her YouTube channel. We're going to have the links in the description box below, so it'll be easy for you guys to do that. And until next time, guys, see you later. Thank you for watching.